Howdy there, everybody. It's Rain here, and I got a cons draft for you all today as I am preparing for tonight's F&M. This pack is actually, it's intricate, but it's an easy pick. And what I'm going to point out to you is there are 2 black dual lands, 4 black cards even though 3 of them aren't great. There is a black multicolor card and some blue cards, but these blue cards aren't amazing. There's some good white cards, but overall, black is the big resounding theme in this pack, even though it's debatably close to white and blue. Um, so we're going to take this Sage of the Inward Eye. Jeskai is actually typically an underdrafted clan in my experience, and this guy is really, really good. It's impossible to race it. The combination of flying and lifelink is one of the 2 big combinations. It's flying and lifelink and First Strike and Death Touch that are just like the 2 big ones to have together that just work really well together. I've also been fairly impressed with this card. What the hell? Okay, that just was from the cube draft I just got out of. So this is actually a very difficult pick. Seeker of the Way is a much, much stronger card than Jeskai Ascendancy, but the question is how much different are they, and do I want to be passing a 3-color Jeskai rare that somebody may just like take to be like, oh, hey, Jeskai's open or something like that. Also, this effect is quite strong. However, I think I'm still just going to take Seeker of the Way. It is just a 2-mana 3/3, encourages me to play spells like Sage. Really, really good card. Options here. We could take Dragon Grip, which doesn't seem great. We have no 4-power creatures right now, but maybe it could synergize with something later. We could take Jeskai Student if we're planning on being slower, which I don't think we are right now. Take Smite the Monstrous as decent removal. Crippling Chill as just a really good combat trick, or Scoured Barrens on the off chance we splash black, or, you know, one of these 2. But it's definitely just Crippling Chill. Works really well with the cards we have so far. Not too worried about passing that Ascendancy. This is a bit of an interesting pack. In particular, thing I'm looking at is the fact that Timur is very open. There's a good black card, there's a good green card, there's 2 good Timur cards, and this thing that I'm not even considering. Splashing green is not the worst. It's between these 3 cards for me. Scaldkin's okay, but at this point I want to remain somewhat open to what I'm being passed. I think the pick is close. Really annoyingly close. I'll take the Snowhorn Rider. It's not an easy pick. So now we have 2 options. We can be Timur splashing white, or we can be Jeskai splashing red, or sorry, green. And I prefer splashing green here, mostly because we have our Seeker. And for that reason, I'm going to snap up. We still have the option though, so I'm thinking about taking this second Crippling Chill over perhaps one of these 2, which would be better. Yeah, I will. Alright, some ridiculously good cards in this pack, and it's kind of sad to see just how good this pack is. This Weapon Master would be awesome. The Swiftwater Cliffs, also awesome. This dead drop being here there is no excuse. It is purely unacceptable that people just, let this go around this far. It's ridiculous. For me, it's between the Cliffs and the Weapon Master, and I think I'm going to take the Cliffs. I do love Weapon Master, but if we're looking at this potentially 4-color deck, we do want to snap up these lands pretty highly. There's an Absent Guide, which is really good. For me, it's between Skuldkin and Smoke Teller. I think it's pretty easy to just snap up the Skuldkin. Smoke Teller is a fine card, but it's worse on the splash. Alright, first dual land for our splash, and nothing really to contest it. Both these lands came back, which is pretty cool. I'm not really looking to splash back at the moment, but I feel like there's a chance a lot of black made it back. I'm going to get the Scoured Barrens. Alright, now it's between Sultai Banner Hooting Mandrills, but this isn't really an option, so we'll take the Hooting Mandrills. More of a black splash option, I like that. There's a chance we're even 5-color. With like a blue-white base, that would be really interesting. Actually, most of these 5-color decks really want a green base. Suppose we don't have to play this, we could just put this in. Maybe take a chill out for now. So we have like this 5-color sort of option, and we also have like this Jeskai splashing green option. Or splashing black since it's easier. I think we're still very, very, very open to what happens in this draft. Though it looks like Onyx is disconnected, which is really annoying. Right, Villainous Wealth, huh? You know what, the card's not terrible, honestly. If you cast it for 10 and you have no real win conditions, which we're not lacking right now, but hey, could be cool. I think it's better than those two. Highland Game is a very good sign if we want to do this 5-color sort of strategy. So I have no idea what the heck deck we're playing. Let's see what we open. Trying to find the rare. Oh, Crater's Claws. Oh, you never pass a Crater's Claws unless you are 4-color, not red. And you can't afford the fixing to move in on a 5th. Cards is insane. Ridiculous. We're still not out of this whole option of 5-color. So I'm going to keep that in mind and see what gets passed around to us, if we can end up in a Jeskai deck splashing green or something, or if it would be better to move in on 5. Clever Impersonator is a highly underrated card. There's another dead drop, which is ridiculous because we were passing to the left like a 6th pick dead drop. Why are we seeing this? The guy to the left of us should be in black. But I'm fine just taking the Clever Impersonator. I think it's better than taking a Rugged Highlands here. It's kind of close, actually. A lot of my friends would definitely argue for this Rugged Highlands. However, I'm totally not necessarily out of this hole. Ooh, it's one of the more powerful rares in the set. However, it's not the rare for this deck. For me, it's between Mystic and I think Act is worth mentioning, even though I'm not taking it. It's pretty much just Mystic. Out of these cards, it's the only decent one. Ooh. Some awesome, awesome cards in this pack. There's a Set Adrift, a Mistfire Weaver, and a Force Away, and a banner that we could wheel. Double Crippling Chill kind of sets our graveyard up for this Set Adrift. However, flyers are so powerful in this format. One of the big reasons to be blue is because you have access to more of them. And this is one of the more powerful ones. Interesting. It's between Burn Away, Bring Low, and Kill Shot. All three of which are pretty darn good. We do have a lot of kind of tempo-y aggressive plays, which is leaning me towards taking one of these red cards rather than this defensive white card. Is 4 damage for 4, 3 damage for 4 better than 6 damage for 5? Let's look at our curve. It's really close. I'm going to take the Burn Away. It's just a nice answer to anything that's huge. Easy Swiftwater Cliffs here. Nothing really amazing in this pack. Even though we have double Swiftwater Cliffs, I feel like a third isn't bad. It's pretty close between Bring Low and Swiftwater Cliffs, given that we have 2 Swiftwater Cliffs already, but I kind of just want another Swiftwater Cliffs, honestly. Smooths our draws. Tormenting Voice, not the worst. I think better than these 2 defensive guys, but you know, Bloodfire Mentor's not terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna snap up this Bloodfire Mentor. Should be fine in our deck. Alright, let's make this green splash super easy, right? Put that Snowhorn Rider back in. Oh, we officially have enough lands to be 5 colors, so we can move into pack 3, just picking up everything we want. Yep. May not be playing this Villainous Wealth. It's the loosest card in our deck right now. The reason I'm saying we're in 5, oh, we could be 4, is because we are a little low on playables given how many lands we took. None of these cards are exciting, so I'll take an Erase for the side. Take this Jeskai banner. Don't think we're playing 2 banners. What do we get stuck with? Another Jeskai banner. 1,000 Winds. Amazing card. This pick isn't even close. So we opened Sage, opened Craters, got past a Clever Impersonator, and opened 1,000 Winds. Oh, that's not awesome. I don't really know what is. Odds are we're going to have to splash green. But we do really have an easy green splash. 1, 2, 3 green lands, 3 Swiftwater Cliffs to help us play potentially more forests. Let's see how good this Ascendancy is in our deck. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not good. Thinking about just taking the Dragon's Eye. It'll help stall up the ground, help us get our sources of mana, get us some information. It's pretty close with Kieran, but I do have a Scaldkin and a Misfire Weaver on 4 as 4-drop flyers. It's close. I'm still going to take the Dragon's Eye. Wow. I would really love this monastery. There's nothing I want more in the world than a monastery, but the question is playables, particularly how many I have. Let's look at the sideboard. Could play this attendance maybe? I don't know. I'm going for greed.
Are you keeping an eye on the time?
Um, yeah, just gonna take a Singing Bell Strike here. Good card. Hordeling Outburst is pretty good in this deck actually, given just how much fixing we have. The odds of us playing this on 3 are actually significant. If not, it's fine later. Treasure Cruise, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of these. Not great, actually. I'm just gonna pick up a Mardu Warshrieker. Effect is quite powerful. And besides, he's just a playable on his own. Take Assault Road Patrol. Yeah, that seems like the best option. Could take another Bell Strike. Yep. I'd take a take Awaken the Bear. It's actually pretty cool with prowess. Sometimes this can get 2-for-1s. As in, like, you pump one guy, you get prowess on another guy, and then just... Yeah, Ascendancy's still not good. So... I'm thinking about taking this Bloodfire Mentor. It's better than Sandbar, so... Okay, so we actually got to a number of playables. Bloodfire Expert, awesome. Actually rather play that than a Mentor, for sure. People casting Bitter Revelation's fine. I can take this Wetland and Sandbar. How does this look, though? Like, not enough, and we're playing some cards we don't need to. We get stuck with a Dreadmaw. No surprise. Don't think we need to play that. Green Splash. So we're pretty stacked on lands. 7 lands in a 4-color deck. Our creature quality is slightly above average. Our spell quality is also slightly above average. This deck is actually pretty good. The game plan is stall the ground, attack with flyers and unblockables. If they have flyers, tap them down or kill them. And with their tap down cards, We can do some Thousand Wind shenanigans, or just cast it as a flyer that wins us the game. Sage could allow us to beat any race, and Crater's Claws just kills them. So we have a lot of things that finish off games, a lot of things that are just good at all points in the game. With this cool Hordling Outburst triggering prowess, and a lot of flyers and tap down effects. Question is, how many lands do we want to play? Let's count all our sources. We'll start with red because we have the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources. 1, 2 white sources. And 1, 2, 3 green sources. So we have 2 white sources, 3 green sources, 4 blue sources, and 6 red sources. I think we could do with just 2 mountains to put that up to 8, since red feels like our primary color. Blue is also our primary color. We should probably keep that at like 8 or 9. Probably 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2 white sources. That feels like too little, but not by much. It feels like we are a blue-red splashing white and green deck. Say we put in 1 of each of those. That puts us at 1, 2, 3 white sources and 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources. We're playing 3 green cards and 1, 2, 3 white cards. I'll put in another plains. That puts us at 8 blue sources, 4 white, 4 green, and 8 red sources. It's pushing it on green. We're going to drop that forest. Because our green is often mid and late game, we can afford to draw those sources late, and I'd rather just be 100% sure we get blue. Alright, that's the way it'll be. We are blue, red, white, green, Khans of Tarkir. I'll be back for gameplay.